Good evening to all of you. My name is Abigail Diaz and I will present brief summary the book The Road Through the Hills and Other Stories. Our book is divided into four stories. The first, The Road Through the Hills, which is basically about the vacation of a young university student. His name is Jamie. Um, a, a man visited sleepy English village to study its historic church. But before he gets there, he lives through some very strange experience. Um, in town, he meets a lady and Ted, the owner of the place where he is staying, tell him that Lawrence was murdered on the outskirts of town and that Mary was his mother. Jamie was moved by the story, and before returning from vacation, she gave him a picture of the sea as a gift. The second, The Music of the Forest, is about an American couple, Larry and John, who were on vacation in India. Larry had gone there to marry a tiger, but had no lucky. And Lal, the artist, told him that his bad lucky was because the animals, the forest, and the music were communicating and knew he wanted to harm them. John was different from her husband. She was more quiet and loved nature so much that he drew animals. She wanted her husband to stop hunting. Uh, that night, Larry called sleep because of some wild animal shadows in the window that scared him. He woke up telling John that he was tired of hunting. The third, the detective, Peter worked in a supermarket, but he finds it himself a detective and was always on the prowl. He began to watch a gentleman suspiciously, for his god is was already a hot day. When suddenly a little girl go in the way and they thought she was stealing a tea bag. After a misunderstanding, they let the girl go with some apologies, and the old man had put in his coat many things. Uh, the girl was just a distractor for them to commit a crime. The fourth and finally, the restaurant. Cliff Gordon dreamed up of the food and was the owner of Flower Garden and a small hotel by the sea. Marcus gave him the news that an inspector was going to the go and they should get ready. Among so much hustle and bustle with Karen, there was a confusion and the treatment the Cliff was just for the appearance was not adequate. adequate. It turned out that Mr. Williams, uh, I'm sorry, Mrs. Williams was the inspector and she um, rejected him. Thank you.